Alright, Bitcoin monthly chart going into another week. These levels, PM, previous month high, previous month low, previous month EQ, and the monthly open. These were levels drawn out in last week's analysis. And you see, previous month EQ essentially was one of the big levels of support this past week. So let's actually take a look at what happened down there, just for setup purposes. This is actually one of my favorite setups. Yeah. So when price dumped early last week, right, we pushed down from that mini range that we had over the Easter weekend over here. Right. Then the week started. We pushed lower, and eventually fell below the previous month's EQ. You see how we just kind of grinded right below it instead of further pushing down. Usually when that happens, when you break through a level, and on a medium time frame like the hourly or the 4 hourly, you're getting retests but no follow through for a price movement lower. Usually that's a sign of accumulation, right? You break through a key level, you get your retest, but there's really no follow through. Finally, what happens is you break through and then you retest that level again. So this is actually a really classic bread and butter setup, right? You break through a level, you consolidate right below it instead of getting any follow through. Then you break back up above it, you get a retest, and you push higher. Was that a setup that I took? No, I did not take this setup on Friday. In fact, I actually tried shorting this. I lost out of the bigger time frame. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, but to be entirely frank, I would have shorted it again, and the reason why is because of this. So I was watching this range, something along this line, right? Something along these lines. So I was watching this range right here, and we broke up above the range over here, and then we broke back below over here. So what happens is when you break out of a range and then break back into it, I love shorting the retest, right? And I would long if we broke below it and then reclaimed it, right? So vice versa. In this case, we did break below it. We got a retest. I took it. I lost sight of the fact that this was actually a PMEQ retest. So that was something for the journal for me. But on the lower time frame, you asked me would I take that trade again. I would. You can't win them all. You stick to your setup and you play the odds out with risk management, and you're going to be more profitable over time than you are going to lose money, right? But okay, so we broke out above this range, and now we're pushing higher over the weekend. I mean, we had this range for most of Saturday, but Sunday we pushed up a little bit. So the question is, where's the target? So if I just go back out into the weekly, and this was a level that I marked out a few weeks ago, my high time frame target. So obviously we're in price discovery mode, right? We don't really have much levels. We don't have any levels to the left to look at for resistance. We've got support levels, but we don't have resistance levels. So this is kind of a moment where Fibonacci levels really help. So I'm gonna do a one-to-one extension actually from the COVID lows up to the last cycle's all-time high at 69,000, and then drag it down to the lows made during the FTX collapse, so at about 15K. So yeah, it's coming in at about 80,000. That for me is the next target if we get some follow through here, because you see price has just been ranging there, right? So on the higher time frame, this is my next target, my next resistance level. We could, do I want to? I mean, we could draw a couple more fib levels here, right? If I take the negative, we beat that 0.618. What happens if I do this? Right, so we got that little pocket coming in over there. above 80,000. I'm looking for confluence at the 81,000 level, basically. I'm not too worried about that though. This is really my next upside target. If we do get a push higher, right? But for now, I'm not like, that's just a good reference point to have for where I believe price is going to go. But if I come back to the daily or the local time frame, what I'm seeing here is one of two things, right? The first one is actually something that I don't like trading. It is a pattern, right? So you've got a tightening pattern here. We've got this, you've got lower highs forming along with higher lows forming, right? Lower highs and higher lows. Yeah, you got your lower highs and you got your higher lows, essentially forming a triangle pattern. So you can see prices tightening, getting just consolidating sideways, and the ups and downs are actually getting smaller and smaller. Probably going to end up breaking out of this pretty explosively. I don't know in which direction. I'm not going to bet on it, but I don't trade this pattern, right? But it's a good thing to just kind of keep in mind. What I am trading though is just a standard range, and so we started having this range since the end of Feb. Obviously we've only touched range lows a couple of times, but as long as price trades within this value area, I'm just going to continue to trade the rotations up and down. So up here was when I was bearish. This was last week, right? I wanted a swing failure pattern of the highs of this mini range right here to enter a short. We didn't get it, so I actually took a couple of intraday shorts. One up here, one over here. Well, actually no, it was one on Monday, and then I think the other one was on Wednesday or something. Either Wednesday, it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. But I did not catch all of this move down because the setup that I was looking for was not present. Both of them, which I gave out last week, actually. And then down here, I mentioned that if we can reclaim the point of control, then that's obviously, bullish. So we're probably going to push higher. So as long as we stay above the point of control, chances are we're going to head up to this 71.4 level, eventually to the 72,000 level. That's where the major resistance is. So I'm going to continue trading that range. If we do break above this 72,000, 71.5, 72,000 level, then what I'm going to look for is something like this, right? We get a break up, get a retest, and then we push up to that level that I was watching. Right now, if we actually break back down over here and we break below the value area low, then it's going to be same idea. I'm going to look for a potential retest of that level, and then down here, right? So if we do break the value area low, range lows at 58 to 60,000, that's definitely going to come next for me. And if we break that, then we're going all the way back to 51, 52,000. But yeah, until this range breaks, I'm going to continue to trade the range. Right? There's no point trading the breakouts. You've gotten 3 full rotations at this point. Granted, higher lows and higher lows and lower highs, but you still got really good rotations. The range of the value area right now actually is where's the tool? Where's the tool? I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. So we just go from the low to the high. That's about a 10% range, which is excellent. You can get a couple of weekly trades easy, no problem, right? And eventually, when the range breaks, you'll take a loss, and you can look for a breakout on the retest, right? Whether it's down or up, and then we'll go from there. So let's see what we get.